Hey man,
Oh man.
how good? You good?
Yeah, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, been a long time. The last time I was with you in Juba, and it's been like 3 years or something.
Yeah, man, it's been really long. Time flies, you know?
Yeah,
Really flies.
yeah, I
What's
get.
up?
Oh, nothing much. Just had like I will have training in like an hour, and then yeah, but it's individual training. We no longer do the team training because of the lockdown. That's like 2 weeks. Yeah, and
Oh,
it was extended, so it's going to be like towards the end of the month.
oh, I see, I see. So you guys are in lockdown now,
Yeah, we in lockdown, so there's basically nothing much going on.
but you just have individual training?
Yeah, I do individual training, and most of them I upload them on the channel. And
Oh, I see.
yeah, so man, thank you for coming to my channel, and I just wanna get like just do a little interview with you. Just
Yeah,
wanna
yeah.
ask about your career, where you started playing, how's life as a professional player in the South Korean, and you've been there, I understand, for 3 years now, right? Been playing professionally in South Korea for 3 years.
Yeah, right,
Yeah,
right.
so let's get it started. I know you, my viewers do not know you, so introduce yourself, your name, your age, where you're born, where you grew up, and then we start from there.
Well, yeah, my name is Martin. They call me Martin Sawi. I'm known by Martin Sawi, so my name is Martin, and I'm 21 years old, and obviously from South Sudan, and yeah, and I live in South Korea now. I play here. And yeah, I've been here like for almost 5 years, like 4 years and a half, something like that. So yeah.
Okay, so when did you start playing football, and where and what age?
Well, uh, I started playing football really at a really young age, just with on the streets with my friends, been like
That's
that.
where we've all been, man.
Yeah, just for fun, and this is when I was like, oh, I remember like maybe 8 or 7 years, been just playing, and since then I just never stopped playing, and yeah, when I grew and I was almost when I was 16, this is when I got the chance to come to Korea. I was 17, not 16, 17.
Actually,
So I got
wait, I understand because you were like from the Youngsters Football Academy. That is the only recognized football academy in the country. How did you come to
yeah.
join the academy?
Oh, well, I think the academy was opened in 2013, if I could remember. Yeah, 2013, I guess. By then, I used to just play with with my friends, just in the neighborhood, and I guess my friend knew the coach who had opened the academy, so my friend he was good by then too. So I guess the coach called him to come and join his academy. And by then, because it was just a new academy, they needed players and stuff like that. So my friend told me, and then I just went the second day with him to the training, and yeah, this is how I got to join the academy. Since then, things turned out well for me so far.
Oh, and I think I remember you guys in 2016 or something when you first had the first trip to South Korea. How old were you at the time, and how did it happen? How did it go?
Well, it was before I was 16. And when I got here, a week later, I turned 17. So I was basically like, I can, yeah, 17. I was 17. Because just a week, I turned 17. And I guess the I got something like a scholarship because the coach of the national team was Korean, and he had good relationship with the academy with the academy that I was in. So they gave
Wait, I remember your academy went to South Korea before this, right? And you guys played, and or you're not the part of that went.
yeah, it came after I was in Korea already.
Oh,
But
okay.
you know in Korea. So yeah, the coach came and they did like a test or something like that, and I was one of the players. And so I guess it's luck and blessed. So happy for that.
Oh wow, interesting. So going to South Korea at 17, playing professional. How was it like? You were feeling homesick and the weather because all these
Well,
things.
when I came, I did not play professional right away. I came also and I started academy as well here, and it's been really difficult because I thought that I was good, really good player until I came here again. And I knew that I know a lot of just started from one again from the beginning, and a lot of stuff, and it's been a very good experience so far. And yeah, it's been hard because I was young, and but I knew this is what I want to do, and I always kept my mind on the positive side, and I just always told myself like, okay, this is what you want to do, and it's not going to be easy. Just keep pushing. So I've been in the academy like for a year and a half, and then
What's the name of the academy?
It's called Ulsan Citizen.
Okay.
Yeah, so the academy, so I couldn't also play like games, like the league games, because I was young, and back then there is a rule in the FIFA that you're not you're not in a professional team and still not an adult. You cannot play games if you're not with your family. So yeah, it's been really tough. So just 1 year later, I managed to join a third division team league back then, and yeah, this is how I started my career.
And I remember very well because at the time I was also still in high school, and when you joined I think your first season in the third division, I think you were the MVP at the club, and
Yeah, right.
did you know how like we were proud back home? Everyone was just like, wow, we have our boy out there and a youngster, and that actually like
Yeah.
triggered something out of me. I'm like, okay, this guy is relatively my age mate, okay, so if he had gone out there and made it, then there was no chance that I was going to go to university or something. And this is where like also my drive came in along the way. So somehow I got motivated by you going there and make things happen. So I'm like, well,
Yeah.
if he made it, then I can too.
Wow, that's really nice to know, man. I did not know that. I did not know that I motivated you in a way, but I've been also proud of myself when that happened, and it's been just really really wonderful. And yeah, when I knew people were happy for me, but this is just something that I always wanted to do, and I just stayed always humble, and I did not take it as like, oh, I know it was the beginning, and it was a beautiful beginning for me, and it was just really nice, to feel that experience. And yeah, since then, it's been a roller coaster, but yeah, still pushing forward. Really nice to know that I kind of, in a way motivated a friend,
Yeah.
Really nice. I'm really happy for that.
Sometimes people you do things, but you just don't even know who's watching. So this is
Exactly.
why I'm not alone. Maybe there are other hundreds of other kids out there, and also who will watch this, and then they will feel like, oh, you know what, I can do this too. I want to ask something. Was there at one point you ever felt like, okay, you know what, this is just too much for me to handle. I'm homesick. Maybe I want to go back home or something, or the language, the food, and so forth.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, I did not think like, okay, I just want to go home. Never thought of that, but I just was really hard, Not was until now. There's some times that I feel like, damn, am I really gonna make it still, Because I've come a long way, but I did not yet reach, I'm not really close to the goal that I have, or to the dream that I really feel that I can achieve. But I've come a long way, and I'm just really grateful for that. But sometimes, man, it's just really, really, really hard, and it's when things just go the way you want them or the way you thought they will, and so this is the time where you should always like think like, okay, if I think like I can't make it, well, what's the point of coming, this far? And just keep pushing, and just try to not have regrets at the end of the day, because it's an experience that most of the the kids that want to, and you just feel so blessed, and you just don't want to, just let it go like that, and you just try to push yourself. You cannot go, farther. But I never felt like, okay, I want to go home, but I always felt like, okay, this is really hard for me, and I think I'm not gonna go. I was just, kept believing and praying. I'm a believer, so I just pray and just things. I always keep my mind, okay, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. This is what I put in my mind always, and just do what I can, and then the results will always come. The results always comes, and everything is just gonna be okay. This is how I think about it.
Wow, that's interesting. And I think after your first season, you were called up to the under 17 or under 20. I think under 20 at the time.
Yeah.
So tell us, how did it happen and all that?
Well, when I got the call, it's really nice. Every player wishes to play for their country, so I got they called me for under 20. And
were you still in South Korea at the time, or you were already back to South Sudan?
This is actually after the MVP. After I got the MVP in my team.
Okay.
So I was Korean, but by then my season was over, so I was going to go home anyway. Even though I was just going to go for holidays, but it happened that they called me, and it was really was a beautiful experience as well.
Wow. That's interesting, man. So after that, I think you played against which team did you make your debut against for the under 20?
Under 20, we played against 83, I guess. 83.
Okay. And then you were also called for the under 23. I was also called there at the time, but I think I did not make the final cut. But I was among those selected, and I left, and then you joined in and stuff like this. So.
Well, I was called for under 20, but I played 23 game before the under 20 game. So
wow.
Really cool. Yeah, I was called for the under 20, but I went and I found that the under 23 was also having a game, and they also called me, and I played against Uganda, I guess, and we won that game, and it was really nice. So it was also the same. It's always the same, the same feelings, man. You always just feel proud and you feel happy. We just don't want that feeling away, It's just nice.
I was also among the fans. I was in the stands when we beat Uganda, and I almost cried because, all these are people that I'm going to see every day, my friends. And Uganda, the rivalry between South Sudan and Uganda is so big because we just almost one people, And when we beat them, we knew we were going to the next round, and this was the first time we're having the under 23, and. I don't know, I wish you guys, maybe the players do not know how proud the other outside people were, but believe me, the whole country was just okay, this is it. It's we had won even a World Cup or something, man.
Right. Yeah, right. And it's just a different feeling, And I play football, but I'm also a football fan. So whenever I watch the national team playing or a team that I like playing, and when they win, the feeling that I have is just different. So I always think, if I'm in the field and we win, obviously we're bringing joy to outside people, which is a very, very beautiful feeling. So I was really proud of the team and of the whole country, the way we stood together by then and we won the game. It was just a very incredible feeling. So it's really nice.
Wow, I love that. And then after when you came to Juba, the transfer window was open. At the time, I had just signed with Amarat United, and I understand. I think your contract with your team was done. That right in South Korea. So were you okay in your head when you were coming back home for this? Were you okay, maybe I may give myself a chance to play in South Sudan, or did you have offers still in South Korea that you were okay, after my holiday, I have an offer that I will go back to South Korea and play? So how was it?
No, my contract wasn't over. My contract was over. It's just that I was in holidays, and that's why we used to train together with the team that we used to be in. So I was in holidays, and I didn't want to I just wanted to keep fit. That's why I was training, and I knew that I was going to come back. But I also kept in my mind that I want to go to maybe a better team. This is what I thought of, but my contract wasn't over, and I was just no. I just knew that I was going to come back, and that's why I just kept training and trying to keep fit. And that was the issue.
Wow. Okay. So what happened then, and how you went there? Got in, because I understand you did not go back to the same team. You went now and joined a different team.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I came and I managed to come to a different team. By then it was in the same league, I guess. No, not. When the league was third division was divided into two. You know, but when I came back, then they changed it, and so by then third division, even though you are the winner or even though you are the champion, you cannot advance to the second. Yeah, but they changed it when I came back, and the third division was into two, but they combined it into one. And they make the first division. So some of the teams went back to first division, and some of the teams just kept were just staying in the third division. So I changed my team, and I was in the third division again, but in a different team.
How did the move come about?
Because we used to play with the team that I came to. So by then, I think I had good performance, I guess. So the coach was kind of interested. So when my agents talked to them, they were interested. So yeah, this is how I got the call.
Okay. And you played with them for a season, right?
Yeah, we played against the team, and we played like 2 games. So yeah, I played the whole 2 games, and I guess I had good games by then. So that's why I managed to come to the team.
Okay, and then after the season, what happened next?
Well, after the season, I came to another team again in the same league, and this team, which I am. Yeah. So I also against them, and the coach was also interested. So that's why I came here.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I remember you made your senior national team debut in 2019, right?
Right.
Yeah. So how did it come in? Like now, like from playing in the youth system to now, like being playing with the real men. How was it? And
well, the senior team it's always a dream. Not was. It was always a dream, and it will always be a dream. So when I was called for the senior team, it was just nice to know that you're gonna play for the senior team of your country, and it was nice experience. And I remember Sawi and against Burkina Faso, and this were some players that I used to watch, on the TV, and when I was with them in the same pitch, it was just different. It was just crazy. I'm like, wow, everything can happen, everything is possible. So everybody just keep doing your thing, and it's just about working hard and believing and praying, and everything just gonna be okay, man.
wow.
It was just a different feeling.
Wow, that's interesting to hear. And I think at the time I was also like, this is now when everything started hitting me hard, because 2019 I was still in Juba, and then
Right.
I was just like, okay, by the end of this year I have to be out of here, regardless. So, and that is like, also I was just looking, I was like, okay, he made it, we still can make it too, and out of that. I'm of course I follow your team. You actually haven't mentioned the name of your team and stuff like this. You can mention, maybe people get to know about it and stuff.
Well, the team I play in now is called Ulsan Citizen. So yeah.
Okay.
It's in.
Yeah, I think you guys are doing well, and I'm not sure if you had, because I think at one point you were putting on something, a wrist on your hand. I don't know what happened, and at the beginning of the season you are not playing like a lot, so I don't know.
Well, yeah. To be honest, this season is one of the toughest seasons in my career so far. In the beginning of the season, in the pre-season, which is the most important period of every
Player.
new season, play and train and do well so that you can be ready for the season. I unfortunately got injured. I broke my finger. You know, if you see it, I don't know if you can see this,
Whoa,
but I broke, really broken, and it stopped me for almost 2 months. And when I came back, I had a really hard time to come back to my fitness, and I couldn't play a lot of games, and it's just crazy, you know. It's been really tough. But I just kept training and I kept training, and I'm still training, and I think I feel kind of better with my condition right now. Though I did not yet play a lot of games this season so far, but yeah, there's we're left like with 14 games, and I guess so. I'm just gonna do my best.
Yeah, actually, every time like when you guys have like a match day, the first thing I'm going is the lineup. Is Martin playing
Yeah.
or is Paul playing and stuff? And then if you guys are playing, then that day like I have that. That is like I put it as a reminder for me because I don't want to
Yeah.
miss that. You know
Wow.
that feeling you get when your homeboy is playing or just it's just I don't know. It just feels so good. Yeah.
I
So
really appreciate.
yeah, so this is what it is for me, and I don't know what's let's say towards the end of the season. Right now, you 21, and you thinking of maybe getting out of South Korea, or you still okay? You want to play there or something?
To be honest, this is not my mindset right now. Well, in the future, if it happened, then why not? It would be very fantastic to go to better leagues. I guess if I'm putting it right. But at the moment, I'm happy with where I am. I just want to do my best in where I am now. So if I do good here, this is where other doors can open. This is where I can go maybe to a higher league in this country, and if I go to higher league in the country, this is where I can go to another country as well. Sorry for the noise. Yeah, so my dream is of course to go maybe to Europe or somewhere like that. But at the moment, to be honest, I just want to do best in the place that I am in now. Just focus on my condition, not to get injured again, and try to play as much games as possible for the rest of the season. And if I put another very good performance, this I think other doors will open. So this is my target for now. So yeah, I'm not thinking, oh, I want to go there, or I want to go there. So it's not bad so far for me. So
Oh,
I'm happy with that.
wow. Okay. So like if you can summarize your experience playing professionally in South Korea for 3 years or 4, tell us what's the experience like in your own words from the time you entered and all these things.
Well, I've not played in my country professionally in South Sudan, but I've watched and I've seen, how people used to play. And I did not play because I was really young by then, but I always knew that I could if I had the chance. And I was thinking like, oh, if I go out of my country, I would also be a good player because I thought just, okay, I think I'm good, but when I came, it's been really different, man. Football, to be honest, is not as easy as people think it is, and it's how you start from young age. And if I tell you that I've learned so much, like really, really much, since I came here, especially this year. This year is really the toughest year for me because I did not play a lot of games and stuff, and the injury. But it's a year that I've grown a lot mentally, and I've just I've learned a lot of stuff. I've seen how people play, and Korea is not a really easy country, especially when you go to the first league. It is the best country last year in Asia because the team here won the Asian Champions League.
Yeah.
Because it's teams. It's really, really professional. It's really, really top class, world class teams here. So the way I see them, and the way I see people train, and the way I see it's just not easy, man. And this is what motivates me to keep doing my best and try to be as much successful as possible here, so that when someday in the future I go back home, I know that I did something and try to help in any way possible to help the young talents and help them to have bright future, or at least just do something good for my country. So football here is fun, it's good, but it's not easy.
Definitely not. It's not. If it was easy, then everybody else would be doing it, man. So yeah. And you talked about the young people. Of course, every day I get a lot of messages, people telling me, okay, I want to play professional, I want to go to Asia and this and this. What advice would you give them, like someone who wants to come to Asia? And because I always tell them, if you're a young player, probably Asia is not a good place for development, because the first place, they have rules that are strict, that they don't allow so many foreigners there. And so the competition for the limited spots is really really very high, and you have to have like a profile when you're coming here. So it just makes everything complicated. I don't know, what advice would you give them, for those who are going to watch and those who are watching?
Well, I think, like, I say it's not easy, but it's not impossible, you know. So just whenever you just keep training, and you keep being ready, because there is an opportunity that is going to come, regardless of what situation you are in. There's always going to be an opportunity. There's always going to be a chance. It depends on how ready you are when the chance or the opportunity comes, man. So you have to be ready, be, on a positive mindset. You have to know that, okay, I have to put my all when chance comes. And I know it's not easy, but you need to keep training hard. This is, I think, not only me, but every player can give the same advice. You just need to always be ready for whatever, man, and you need to train harder than you think, because if you can think about it, it's not only you that wants to go to another country and try to be a professional player. There's hundreds of you outside there, and if they can train one time a day, then you need to train twice a day, so that you can be, ready and can be, one step, ahead. I'm not saying that you need to wake up every day and just kill yourself by training and doing all that. Yeah, I'm saying when it's time for training, you have to focus, you have to do your best. When you need to rest well, you need to do anything, that keeps you in a very good condition, and you need to just keep your mind away from other stuff and focus on your goal. And the chance is just gonna come. It's definitely gonna come, but you have to be ready for it.
Wow, that's what man, what. So I think that's it. So I don't know. Is there any other reality that people don't get about like playing outside? Because believe me, there is so much that is going on. People do not understand about playing outside. Like they just think, okay, when you're out there, you already signed a pro contract, you train every day, play. That's the end of it. But the other challenges that they don't even know. Okay.
Well, the challenge is that we don't need even to talk about it. It's just that I just hope, like, if whoever wants to be professional, or like, let everybody just get what they really want, and they experience it by their own, and so that they will understand that, okay, it's not that easy, man. When you talk about it, they see you in a different way, but it's better you just keep quiet and wish them luck, because it's not, and there's a lot of challenges, obviously. There's a lot of challenges that I'm going through, nobody knows, and I'm definitely sure there's a lot of challenges that you're going through too, and nobody knows as well. But they see a very different side of you, and you don't show them the other harder side, So it's not easy, but you need to also go through those stuffs for you in order to get to where you want to be. So if you're not ready for the challenges, then there's no need for you to go to where you want to be. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's interesting, man. So are we coming to the end of the this
Yeah.
interesting interview? And I just want to ask you, any last words that you can give us or something? And okay,
No, I really want to appreciate you for having me, and it's really great. And I just want, you've always been a cool guy, and we're good friends, and I just want to let you know, just keep doing your thing, man. And I wish you luck in your career as well, and I wish you luck in your YouTube career as well. So just both of you work out, and yeah, you might be having few viewers now, but you need to keep the dedication. You will have billion views soon, and hopefully, like, you know, we just keep having this good connection, and yeah, just good luck, man.
all right, man. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate you being my first person that I'm interviewing here, and I just hope, like, yeah, people out there, they will be able to appreciate, like, at least the effort we're trying to do to just educate people, you know, because what we're trying to do is just try to make people aware that yes, their dreams are possible, and this is what we're trying to do, and just trying to let people know that okay, it's about it's not about, sometimes it's not even about what you know, it's about who you know in this world. So keeping good relationship with people is very very important, and yeah, this is just it, man. And I'm really happy for you and Pal, and I just hope you guys do well, and maybe probably, I think you're the fourth or fifth in the table at the moment, right? Something like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I just hope maybe things go well and you guys get promoted, and hopefully someday we can rub shoulders in the national team or in another team. But of course, outside that, we're always going to be like together, and
Absolutely.
yeah.
Good luck.
Uh,
Thank you.
all right, man. Thank you for being here, and ciao. See you again.
Yeah.
All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow. So, guys, that was an interview with one of my friends, Martin, and yeah. So he was. So that was it, and yeah, guys, thank you for staying and watching. Please don't forget to follow Martin on his Instagram. I'm just gonna tag it here, or I'm going to tag his Instagram, and let's just keep doing this, man. Believe me, this is the first of the more interviews that are coming, and you're going to listen to more interesting stories about different professional players playing outside, and I want to get as many people as possible to come here, and you guys can just support me by subscribing, sharing, liking, commenting, and all that. And probably you can give suggestions on what you want me to do next, or who you want me, if you think like I can not. No, that is on me. So yeah, just give me suggestions on what you want to see on the channel, and stuff like this. So but for now, I will be like out of here, and until next time, it's a goodbye. So oh wait, we are now at, I think, 70 something subscribers, and very soon my intro is dropping soon. So just keep subscribing, man. My intro is dropping, it's fire, you know. So yeah, man, let's do this. Probably by the end of this week we should have the intro ready, and yeah.